Welcome back to Endeavour. Today we're going to talk about procrastination and how you can procrastinate effectively. Before we jump into the episode and before you start having super happy ideas, we're not saying that procrastination is a good thing or that you should procrastinate. However, and perhaps weirdly enough, science shows that procrastination does have a place in productivity. In case you're new here, I'm Daniel, an organization psychologist practitioner, and I support people and organizations in leading themselves and others. Procrastination is the habit of delaying an important task, usually by focusing on less urgent, more enjoyable, and easier activities instead. Welcome to the world of procrastination. Now you might be thinking, isn't procrastination just laziness? But it's actually a bit more complicated than that. You see, procrastination isn't necessarily about being unwilling to do something. It's about delaying an important task in favor of more enjoyable and easier activities. So why do we procrastinate? Well, it could be that our motivation to get started on a task is overshadowed by other feelings like exhaustion, anxiety, or even fear of failure. But here's the thing, just because you struggle with procrastination doesn't mean that you're a lazy person. It's possible to procrastinate without being lazy, or to be lazy without procrastinating. For example, someone who really wants to work on a project might put it off because they don't know from where to start, and not because they are not motivated. So the next time you catch yourself procrastinating, try not to beat yourself up about it. Instead, try to identify what are the causes of this delay and try to find ways how you can overcome these challenges. Remember, we all have feelings of procrastination from time to time. It's about being able to manage it and keeping ourselves on track. Procrastination is a sneaky thing. It starts off with a little delay here and a little delay there, but before you know it, the deadline is looming and you're feeling frustrated and overwhelmed. And it's not just the stress and anxiety that gets you. As the deadline approaches and you're rushing to finish, the chance of you making mistakes increases. It's a vicious cycle. The more you procrastinate, the more stress and anxiety you feel. And the more stress and anxiety you feel, it only fuels more procrastination. But it doesn't have to be this way. There are ways how we can manage our procrastination. To ensure that you don't miss any future content, please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This helps a small channel like ours to be seen. Have you ever heard the saying, procrastination is the thief of time? Well, as it turns out, that might not always be the case. In his popular TED Talk, The Surprising Habits of Original Thinkers, Adam Grant argues that there's actually a sweet spot when it comes to procrastination. He explained that while procrastination can be a vice for productivity, it can be a virtue for creativity. How so? Well, when we try to be as efficient as possible by rushing to complete the task, we often miss out valuable time to reflect on our work and to make adjustments as needed. In other words, we don't give ourselves and our brains enough time to make sense of our thoughts, process them, and let them sit for a while. Then, when we revisit those ideas, we can look at them with a pair of fresh new eyes. So, as it turns out, a little procrastination can be good for us. But how can we procrastinate effectively? First, it's important to listen to your body and instincts. If you're the type of person who likes to get things done, simply waiting for a creative spark might not be the most effective approach. At the same time, you don't want to delay a project for too long. It's important to give yourself enough time to work on it. One way to do this is to set milestones and give yourself deadlines to work towards. This will help you keep track of your progress and to celebrate your accomplishments along the way. Another helpful tip is to discuss your ideas with friends or colleagues. This will give you valuable feedback and insights and will help you gain clarity and focus. And remember, it's okay to scrap an idea and to start over. That actually might be a good thing because it means that you're learning and moving forward. So don't let procrastination hold you any longer. Take control and get things done. That's it for today's BrainWave. I'm Daniel from Endeavour. Thank you for tuning in, and I see you on the next one.